let's say you were 2 years into your relationship and you had to assemble your own flowers.
She wouldn't care.
I don't know. I'm just not that kind of person.
Alex is
It's an
happy she gets a
impossible
gift
question
at
to
all.
answer.
Yeah, I am
That's
not
an
a person.
impossible question. I don't know why I asked it.
I'm like, you can't ask me that because I generally don't like receiving. I like giving.
Are there...
Shut the fuck up, Brett.
Oh, boy.
Mic drop.
See you later.
Bye.
$1 million, but when you climax,
Oh god.
Oh.
I can't believe we're taking it to this level.
you barf in your mouth.
Yeah, I probably would.
I probably
All right,
would.
ladies, be warned. Brett may puke on you.
He's not getting this offer right now. This is a scenario.
No, this is based on things that will never happen, right?
All right,
Or-
let's
okay.
do it right now.
What?
Let's use this
Go
scenario.
ahead.
Let's do it right
So Alex and I
now.
watched Black Mirror.
Mhm.
It
We
came
binged
out.
it.
Came
You
out
don't
last.
binge it.
Do you not consider 3 hours binging?
No, I said on the precast, I'm saying it now, to be binge-worthy, I think has to be at least 5. Binging is not about length of time, I think. It's about number of individual things.
I think it's about a season,
How many episodes is binge watching?
Well,
According
we
to
just asked him.
according to Google.
a survey conducted by Netflix in February 2014. They need
That's
to redo
5
this.
years ago.
They need to redo
This
this.
is before
Nope.
binging really
This
took
is,
off.
yeah. It says 73% of people define binge watching as watching between 2 to 6 episodes. 2?
2? No.
No.
No. Okay. I think.
This just rendered itself irrelevant.
It did. That was a very dumb.
Throw your phone.
It was very subtle. Throw your phone.
I just got a Charlie horse in my thigh.
Oh shoot! You okay?
You're gonna fart or
Do
something.
you need something?
Hey, where's your Charlie
Just give me
horse?
time. It's on the bottom of this thigh.
Hey, you can do this. Put your foot out. Put your
I
foot
can't.
Out. Do it.
No!
Put your
Oh shoot!
Ah! Put it out. Now flex your foot up, like your toes towards the ceiling. It looks like you're trying to take a shit.
What do you need to
Well, I
do?
don't want it to look like
What do you
that.
want to do?
I'm trying to put my foot over there.
Give me your
Help me. My back's to the camera.
No, you're fine.
Ridiculous.
You're fine. You're okay.
It's
You're okay.
ridiculous.
You're okay. You're
Let's do some
We're doing some friggin' Christmas trivia. And my phone, and then I'll be like, Josh, did you plug in that thing?
Josh, did you plug in the thing? I can see
I
our
got
little
it.
bars going up now.
So
Hi,
I'll,
YouTube.
I'll start again.
sorry.
Welcome to the PTOUnlimited podcast. My name is Brett.
I'm Josh.
Alex.
This is episode 218.
How was your weekend?
It was
Happy
good.
birthday.
Happy birthday,
Yeah.
Brad.
Oh my gosh.
I am sorry, everybody. I have to unplug this thing every week, and I had everything ready again.
Oh.
I was so surprisingly, I tripped over no cords on the way
Yeah,
out.
and
Did you notice
didn't
that?
even step,
Hey,
you didn't even hit your foot on anything.
Nothing.
Because this place is...
I have pulled this outlet from the wall twice now, and I finally stuck it up today, and I'm like, I'm not tripping over this thing.
You said that you were going to move that desk back like
2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago. It's only been there
And
for 2
you
weeks.
said you didn't like it
We
because
don't.
of your streaming, yet
We don't.
you still stream and it still sits there.
We watched 4 movies this week,
Yeah.
and we went to Michigan,
Yeah.
so we've had a busy.
We've had too much, or not enough time.
Not enough.
Oh man, thank you to everyone who's joining us on YouTube. We do appreciate it. If you are new to the YouTube channel, do hit that like button, and if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to the PTO Unlimited podcast. We're trying to get a URL.
Trying to get a URL, people.
Yep, trying to get a URL. Sub to us, please. It's free. We appreciate you joining though. So yeah, you had a birthday, and we hung out with you. We took you out to eat.
You did.
Went to get some wings, and in fact, you said you ate a lot of wings last week, right?
I did.
How many times did you eat?
Let's see. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday.
Holy cow! Same B-dubs?
No, it was 4 different places.
All 4 different places.
Yep.
So let me guess.
Cheeky.
Actually, I had wings
if I can.
twice on Friday.
Did you
I
really?
went for lunch,
Oh my gosh.
and then because I went and donated plasma on my lunch at work,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't get to eat when I do that because it takes so long.
Mm-hmm.
So I was really freaking hungry when I got off work. So I'm like, I'm just gonna go eat because I hadn't been to the place I go for lunch all week. So I'm like, I'm gonna eat that, and then you guys suggested it, which I was about ready to say no, but I'm like, well, we don't ever do this anymore.
We're never.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, yeah, what the heck? So I went, and yeah.
I'd say
So
the
it was,
only.
It was technically. No, it was still. No, it was 5 meals.
Yeah.
5 meals in 4 days.
Yeah, 5
my
meals of
God.
wings. Oh
you
my
know,
gosh.
sometimes that's okay.
Well, we hadn't had wings in forever, and you and I complained about the sodium like so much.
Oh my God, Josh and I were sucking down water.
Sucking
that's,
down
Especially-
Darjeeling.
Afterwards.
Yes, it was just. That is seriously every time we have B-dubs, like I love it, and then my body's just like, what did you do? Because it just goes, just sucks up all of the moisture I have in my body.
Well, plus, no, you were all drinking water during.
Yes.
You had to also.
I had a
have
margarita.
I wish I was able to drink that night.
Yeah.
I dealt with a
Speaking of
bad.
drinking.
Oh, yeah, oh my gosh!
My God,
Please talk
Brett.
about that, Brett.
Well,
How did you do
I'll
this?
get to that. I'll get to that
Okay.
in a minute.
Okay.
But then we went and watched an old classic movie.
The
But not an old classic
No.
movie.
It made me so mad.
Older.
It made me so mad. Okay. No, this okay. If for those who aren't familiar, we have had this whole spat on the podcast about Angels in the Outfield not being available for Disney Plus, and I thought it came to HBO. Unfortunately, that was the original Angels in the Outfield. Didn't know that Angels in the Outfield, the '90s one, is a remake. It's a remake.
I had no idea.
I didn't know.
I flipped out. I was so upset. So we watched it on your birthday, and
I own the DVD.
yeah, it was nice. It was nice to watch it. It was really good.
And then you recorded your favorite scene.
You did.
I
The
did.
pitcher moment
Yes.
where George Knox first blows up on the team
Yes.
in the locker room. But anyways, the at the end of the movie, it says it is a remake from
Angels in the Outfield.
original Angels, and I had no clue that existed. But then
Yeah.
again, you're not looking for that kind of stuff as a kid. Also, you enjoy this movie so much more as an adult.
I do.
Like you see
Just stuff
David's
you don't catch.
perspective the whole time. Annoying kids.
Yeah, hang
don't-
out with us. You've got job security now.
And you don't really realize what a piece of crap Roger's dad is.
He is a pile of trash,
Yeah.
and he's talking to a kid. Which Joseph Gordon-Levitt is 12 years old in this film. He looks like he's 8. He has such a youthful complexion about him. And
I
he,
think he always has. Really,
always
even
has,
as an
yeah.
adult.
Alex really liked him in Inception, the way he looked.
Yeah, he's hot.
He's pretty dapper.
You said it was hit or miss.
He is.
Depending on what movie. He
He's
said
not-
Inception, and I said, yeah, he's hot.
He's not hot in Looper
Not really.
because he looks like Bruce Willis.
He's really hot in that 70s
child.
show, too.
Oh yeah, he's really
He's-
young in that.
He's probably 18.
He's only in one episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought
And he kisses Eric.
Yeah.
so.
Buddy was his
Buddy,
name.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I thought that he was gonna be a show regular, but no, just once. Actually, you, Brett, you and Alex, you were drinking. Alex had some of her bubbly
Alex
wine.
had a drink. She wasn't.
Two
drinking.
glasses
I
of
had
wine.
a margarita and 2 glasses of wine.
The one can is 2
well,
glasses of wine.
Drinking,
11%.
So what? How to drink? How does it? Where do you go from had a drink to drinking? How many?
I had enough to, when we got home, I was
Nope.
pretty tipsy.
Oh, she was
That's
drunk.
not the question.
She was tipsy. Well, when you're tipsy, I guess, right? Is that when
no,
it's
I'm
drinking?
looking for a number.
Oh,
To me, it depends on the actual
you can't
amount.
have a number.
It
Why
depends
not?
on the strength.
People have a different tolerance level.
Yeah.
Let's talk about.
Let's talk about how much you drink.
Well, we'll get to that. I guess it depends on the type, but if you say a beer, a cocktail, or a glass of wine, I think it has to be 3 drinks to turn into drinking.
She had 3.
Well, I technically had 3 then,
Okay.
because one glass of that,
One can.
one bottle of wine is like anywhere between like 11 to 17%. One can of that
Was
is
11.
11%. And when I have 2, if I am drinking, if I complete all 2 within an hour, I'm gone. Like that's a lot of alcohol
but
for
if one
me.
can is 2 glasses of wine, then you weren't drinking.
I got enough alcohol in me to become tipsy. I was drinking.
Well, you can get tipsy if you have a couple drinks, which is what you did.
Yeah.
Yes, I was drinking. If I had a
No.
glass of wine, a margarita, I'd be like, no, I wasn't drinking. I had a drink.
You
Yeah.
had 2 glasses of wine.
And a margarita.
And a margarita.
Yeah, but those were so far out. I don't know if you could call it drinking.
It's within, I guess,
Plus
a half
you
hour.
had a
I drank
meal.
it on an empty
You
stomach.
had a meal with your margarita.
That's true.
I ate
Okay,
after
does
had
having
my
meals
margarita.
negate drinking then? Like, you can eat and get drunk, dude.
Yes. I don't think it negates it, but it doesn't affect you as hard.
Right. Because you are able to burn off other things other than the alcohol.
Brett, okay. Are you trying to call me a lightweight?
No.
I
was-
am a very good
Because
lightweight.
I'll tell you, the way I was 10 years ago versus now, I can't drink
I'm
nearly
not-
as
no,
much as I
Alex,
used
Alex,
to.
9 years ago.
It had nothing to do
No,
with
10 years.
calling
10
anybody
years.
a lightweight. It was simply there's having a drink or having a couple drinks versus
If I have
Drink-
more than one drink, I am drinking. That is me.
I don't
I
think
don't
it- no,
drink.
I don't
Yeah.
think so.
Well, we don't drink. Yeah.
I
mean,
I
it's-
don't drink anymore.
I think we need to get.
Hold on. I drink less than you guys. Oh, you talk about singular instances.
if I drink, it'll be on a Saturday
You
night
do?
while I'm streaming, and I'll
Like,
have one and
before-
a half of those wine coolers.
Before Saturday?
Yeah.
No, Friday night. I haven't drank in a couple months.
Same. Well, maybe. I don't
Maybe.
know. What?
I think so.
We seriously drink like
Exactly,
maybe once
see?
every 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah,
and like drink meaning
that
have
would
more
be
than
like-
one beverage.
That would be like once a month.
Yeah.
Close.
I know.
Not
If-
during COVID.
So
we
when
haven't.
all right, here's the deal. When I go to my doctor and she's going like, do you smoke? Do you drink? And then they're asking like the frequency of it.
No.
I even have in my chart, like my actual medical chart, where it says like smoking no, drinking it says yes, but underneath it's noted.
I'll say social.
It's like it says something like less than a drink a month or something.
Well, yeah,
it's like what
plus
it says.
Now, when you do drink, you don't drink all night like I did.
Okay, so let's.
Very
how much did
rarely.
you have Friday night?
So I started with Captain and Cokes.
That's good to do.
Um,
Liquor before beer, you're in the clear.
I don't remember. My bottle didn't go down too far. It probably went down about 4 or 5.
Well, it's 100 proof, right?
It is 100.
Yeah, so that's all right. It doesn't have to.
And
move.
then I switched to beer, which I wasn't even planning to do, but I'm like, I'm gonna have a beer, and then
Yeah.
I'm gonna have another beer, and I probably had 6 beers.
Now, see, I think I could do 6 beers,
Yeah.
but
Well,
maybe
plus,
I don't know.
Josh, after your
plus-
third beer, you'd be like, dude.
well, yes, but what time did you guys leave?
Almost midnight.
About
Between 11 and
midnight, yeah.
So I probably started in on the beer at 1, and I finished at 5.
Yeah, 5 in the morning. You saw the sunrise. Not intentionally. It was rising.
It was rising. I might not have seen it,
Oh man,
but I wasn't hungover.
that's awesome. Like
I was a little bit, but once I ate, I was fine.
that's
Even after having all that salt with the wings and being dehydrated and then drinking all that alcohol.
well, he was drinking
yeah.
water for a little while at his house before,
Well, I drank water at B-Dubs.
and that too.
Oh,
and I had
goodness,
some
a
water
couple-
there.
a
Had
couple
some water
cups
there.
of water.
That hydrates you, Alex.
Not if your body
I
can't keep
drank
up
more
with the
water
amount.
than you.
Now, if your body can't keep up with the amount of alcohol that you're putting into your body,
That's true, but and Brett didn't need that. Obviously, he didn't have a hangover.
I think that he's just lucky he didn't have a hangover.
See, me, I thought it was if I have a shot of tequila at the end of the night, I'm gonna beat the hangover. Doesn't happen anymore. I'm not that young
The
anymore.
night we went out for Alex's birthday.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you were
That was-
smashed, man.
And I
You
was,
celebrated my birthday better than I
Yeah,
did.
you
I
did.
was down for the count the entire next day.
Ugh, my mom was having fun with you that night. Not in a
Oh boy. Yep.
She wasn't.
Woo!
She was like, Brett's having a good time tonight. I said, yes, he is.
Oh man! Shout out to last podcast before the world explodes. Comment on YouTube. Badass Raptor shirt, Brett.
Oh, thank you.
Like, I'm looking at it, like, because I can't see it from here. I have to actually look forward at
Put
the
your glasses
TV.
on, Alex.
You've seen it before.
What?
What do you mean put my glasses on? I can't see it
Oh,
because he's
thought-
in
I
Josh.
I'm
The
sorry.
angle.
Okay.
How
You've
does that
seen
make-
this
how does-
shirt before?
I
You've
know,
seen
but I
it.
couldn't tell which one it is.
Actually, my favorite T-shirts anymore are my
Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Parks.
Even where? Yeah.
The one I wore last weekend. This one.
I've decided I need to get more shirts that are like, I don't know. I don't want to go too graphic, like too nerdy. But
They need to be subtle. This is not
yeah,
subtle.
that's loud.
That's loud.
The other Jurassic Park, it is.
I would hope that if
More
you were
subtle.
asking me out on a date, though, that's the shirt I'd want you to wear.
Why?
Because I know that you're true.
You would want something loud?
I want something loud. Something that goes, I'm the nerd.
I don't know. My Punisher shirts,
I don't need.
there's
Mine
not
is
a lot of
freaking-
colors to them, but I don't think they're very subtle. They're,
Mine, you can barely tell what it is. It's like
It's
like
got Rick and
Rick,
Morty on
but
it.
it's like the Da Vinci drawing. You
Yeah.
know,
Yep.
that's
Yep.
it's one of my favorites. And Alex, I think you need to be sponsored by Tea Turtle because I think
should.
that's all you wear.
I
Well,
should actually ask them for a sponsor.
I think we've talked about this before, but I don't wear nerd shirts out in public anymore.
No.
Yeah, because he's weird.
Well, no, he's trying to establish an adult sense. When a woman
You
looks
don't
at
have
him,
to. I just told you if you want to get a girl, you should. If you like that shirt, you should wear it.
I mean that's okay. Coming from a woman who's been married for 10 years and been with somebody
12.
for whatever, and with somebody for 18, you don't have that leg to stand on. I'm sorry.
Well said.
I'm sorry.
So well said.
Well, we've had this argument
You
before.
can ask your single
and
friends.
I think I said it. What was it? A few weeks ago when you guys announced how long you've been together.
Yeah.
Not how long you've been married.
almost
Yeah.
2 decades.
And it's longer than you've been. You were alive before you got together.
Yes.
That's where I decided you can never relate to a single adult.
It happened actually 4 years ago was the marker when we were alive at the same time.
Yeah.
It was like the same ratio, and
now
now
that we were
now it's gone
our
over.
age. Yes, we've
Yeah.
gone over now.
Anyway.
So yeah, wow, we really went off on a tangent there, and then we played some Gears. with
Okay,
you.
yeah,
Okay,
let's
I gotta
talk-
talk about Gears.
I don't want to talk about Gears 5 because Gears 5 was fine.
Gears 5
although
was
I
fine.
will say we need to step up to the next level
Yeah.
and just chance it.
We're too good.
Well,
But we tried
not-
to step up to the next fucking level when we went to Gears 3, and
Three
you
is
all
a-
had a problem with it.
Three's different.
is
Three's a different.
Three
Three's
is
a
more
different.
challenging.
Oh, but you yelled at me
Because
we
you were
went
the
to
You
host.
set it up.
I did. It's Patrick's fault.
She's passing the buck. Here we go.
Why is it
It's
Patrick's
Patrick's fault because he was originally hosting. He put everything up on normal. I saw what he was doing. I don't ever host, so all I did was made it exactly the way Patrick made it, and then
Oh,
you
okay.
all got mad at me when we
Well,
started.
I was
That's true.
gonna host it, but we had issues. We had
We had
issues
major
with the
connection
DLC,
issues the entire time.
and
I don't know why I was
well,
glitching so bad.
I don't think
I know why.
I don't know
I
why
have an idea.
the connection problem was the problem. Because I normally, when we play Gears 3, which isn't very often, but I normally host it,
Right.
and we've never had the issues that we had
Mhm.
Saturday night.
What I'm thinking is Microsoft just does not support the 360.
I will
like it
say
used
that
to.
when we were playing,
Even with the backwards compatibility,
Right.
they're just
when we
like-
were playing Gears
Yeah.
5, Wave 50 felt like Wave 1.
It did. It felt.
it was
we
like
got
the
that.
shortest
Like it
Wave
was just
50
like,
ever.
oh, and
Yeah.
we won?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll step up.
We need to
the
go
We
next
didn't
level.
wipe at all.
No, but you did die.
We never lost a wave.
Correct.
No.
And I was about to say something at like wave 48, and I was like, this is gonna get real bad real soon if I say something. But yeah, and then Gears 3, I just gotta say, I was in a bad mood
Well,
with it.
I will. Here's what I finally
Because-
realized about Gears 3.
Yeah.
When you go from Gears 4 to Gears 3, it's not that big of a difference. When you go from Gears 5 to Gears 3, huge difference.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you were right when you're roadie running in 3. It's like, what is
Honestly,
this camera
doing?
I wasn't
Doing-
gonna say it. I
Can't
was
wait to see a
getting
gif of
motion
that.
sickness, like going
Yeah.
from 5 to 3 and then
5
getting
is just
behind
so
them, and like your
smooth.
camera's just doing this. Like I get it because you're running, but it's not smooth. Like thinking about like I got off and I told Josh I was like I have a headache. Like I was like it would actually.
You had one of your cans of wine, and you had to stop.
Yeah,
were
it
planning
was
on going
making me
farther.
making me dizzy.
By the way, Rick got on.
Yeah, he did.
he got on.
And we had a really fun time on
played
GTA.
We played Frogger on the highway. We're just crossing the highway
That's all
back
we were
and forth,
doing.
and it was hilarious.
So we went into first person, and we just started running across the highway, watching each other like try to make it back and forth. And the funny thing is, like Patrick, I don't know why, because sometimes when Josh
Every
and
time.
we would get hit, but Josh and I were able to get back up. Every time Patrick came, he would get hit by like a semi and just get like
he just
demolished.
go 20 feet.
Or his body would fall on top of the car, and the car would take his body away.
We started about a 20-minute pile up because Alex punched the semi.
Yeah, and
And
so
it blew
like
up.
and a semi blew up like it was like a tanker, and because of the
Chain reaction.
like the chain
of just
reaction of like
cars
the
going
spawns,
through.
they were just catching on fire and blowing up. We had cop cars and all I did was punch the semi. We didn't kill anybody.
Rick had his gun out the whole time. Was like, we're not fighting.
We're not
Rick.
fighting right now, Rick. And we just watched all of the computers, like the
AI,
AIs,
yeah.
just keep getting into like pile up on pile up, going like after I would die and respawn, my the world was going boom and shaking because all you would see is explosions on the highway.
So it's a good game to play. Just Frogger on the blue. We did like an hour of that.
Yeah, it was funny. We were trying different things like skipping around the highway and doing the roll across the highway.
Yeah, you know how to aim and roll.
Yeah.
We were just doing different things to make it harder.
So I
fun.
think it's time to, as a group, it's time to retire Gears 3. I still.
I don't know what you're talking about. I like Gears 3.
Well,
we just
tore
did 5
it
minutes
apart.
on why we hate it or
Yeah,
why we
right.
didn't
Why you
enjoy
guys
it.
hate it?
Why I love Gears 3. It's my favorite.
No, don't get me wrong. Gears 3, beautiful setup between the difference between 2 and 3 is
The
amazing.
fortification.
It's in the look of it, and
Mhm.
but then you go to 5.
5 is too easy.
Right.
It is, and it's just different because you got the cards and the perks and all that.
I like that though.
Yeah.
I like it.
They're okay, but I still prefer the Gears 3 setup the most.
Yeah.
And I really want
Is it because
to,
everything's stationary? Like it's where it needs to spawn?
I think it's just because, and you even made fun of me for how much I played Gears 3.
You play it a lot, though. I mean, just as religious
I've
as us
just
in Destiny.
invested so much time into it, and
Yeah.
I want to. In any kind of multiplayer game that has a re-up system, I've never prestiged. I guess is
Yeah.
what they call it in Call of Duty.
Yeah.
I would really like to do that with Gears, and it would be only through Horde. It
Yeah.
would be through
Yeah.
Right.
nothing through Deathmatch or anything like that.
You never tried Deathmatch, did you?
I did on Gears, and
Yeah.
I think I did for maybe it was Gears 3, but I just don't have the skills.
Yeah.
Mm.
Not my cup of tea either. So yeah, I mean, I'm not against retiring it. Maybe we just try it on easy, Alex, instead of normal.
That's not my
Casual.
fault.
Casual. That's what I meant. Casual.
Don't delete it if you can help it.
No, we won't.
Why would I delete it? I like the
Well,
game.
why'd you delete it last time?
I deleted it so we can.
We
get
had
other-
to make room on the Xbox.
Well, pick
That-
something else.
the one that Alex has is like 500 gigabytes, so it doesn't hold
Yeah.
that
It's
much.
tiny.
Mine
green,
has
the
all.
green one is the 1 terabyte.
Yeah, that one's dying. By the way, Alex, she dealt with it in Halo today, and it crashed. And yesterday,
green one?
Mhm.
Yeah,
What are you
It's-
using
it-
the green one for?
because I went to go on my Twitch today, and it said I wanted to play Black Ops 4, and I had to make room, so I moved some stuff, and then I started up my download, and it was going to take 2 freaking hours to play. So I was like, all right, well, I guess I'm not doing Call of Duty. Well, I was like, well, I've got the Master Chief Collection downloaded. Go on there. Hey, you need a 28 gig update. Oh, that's great. So then I started up, and I'm like, well, maybe it won't take so long. Yeah, it was taking forever, so I was like, screw it. It's already downloaded on Josh's, so I just switched Xboxes.
Yeah.
So, here's a question for you. Would you, like, let's say the Series X comes out in November, would you wait like a month and then upgrade to like 2 Xbox One X's, or would you just bite the bullet and get Series X's?
It's really
I don't know.
difficult.
I don't know, because it's a lot of money.
Well, actually, no. I mean, from what I'm hearing, the Xbox Series X might not be over 500. So, I mean,
That's still a lot of money.
But if
you-
you have to get 2 of them,
it's going to be the same price as a PC. So,
Yes.
you have to make that decision at that point. Where are we going? This November, we have to make that decision.
Probably
pretty much.
consoles.
You want to stick with console?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
plus, I might be able to help you.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're buying multiples.
Yeah. It might have to be that way. We might have to just step it up. But anyways, let's move on from there. We've been.
Do you want to, you guys? We've got a bunch of people in chat. Do we want to go ahead and involve the chat in some
some fan question stuff?
Yeah.
You want to do that? The weekly fan question?
You actually had quite a bit of.
You really got a conversation going on social media.
Yeah,
dude.
like
there-
I
Oh,
was
you mean
kind of
with the actual fan?
Yeah.
Yes, like I was kind of iffy. I'm like, I don't know if people are going to answer this. And believe it or not, like there's a lot of people.
Well, let me set it up. Well,
Let me
I'll
set it
I'll
up.
set it up. So I'm in the back at work, and I noticed there's a big can of red vines. And I know we've talked before about red vines versus Twizzlers, and
Yeah.
I'm on the red vines side.
Yeah.
And I said to Dylan, who has been on this show, said, "Oh man, this customer got a big old thing of red vines. Like that's one of my favorite candies." And he's like, "I prefer chocolate." I'm like, "Dude, chocolate is candy." He's like, "No, candy is candy and chocolate is chocolate."
Right.
Like what?
Yeah.
So I'm like, that's gonna be the fan topic. Good
And-
job, Dylan.
And people have been responding. I put a Twitter poll out. So far, it has 8 votes, and 88% say yes, it's candy, and 13% says no. So I'm gonna guess 1 vote no, the rest say yes. So what do we think? Myself personally, I do believe that
There's one exception that I can think of.
what's that?
That would be like baking chocolate.
Yes.
Maybe you don't call that
that's not
chocolate.
Candy. That's not candy.
Or like morsels, you know?
right.
That's not snowflake.
It's not snowflake.
I don't know. That's
So the meme I had out was just a SpongeBob chocolate one, so that's what I'm showing on YouTube there. So, anyways, yeah. After I saw this one answer, but myself personally beforehand, before I saw this answer, I'm not gonna have my mind changed yet. I'm gonna say I think it is candy for the most part. Yes, it is, and except for bakers and semi-sweet ones that go in cookies. That's not candy. That is meant for baking. That's on the baking aisle. It's
Oh,
not the
there was
chocolate aisle,
another
or the
one that
candy
I
aisle.
thought of just when we were talking about it. I think when I said this to you guys off air. You could make an argument that maybe like gourmet desserts, maybe that's not candy.
What would you consider?
So like we have DeBrands here in Fort Wayne,
yes.
and so like the chocolate covered strawberries, that's maybe not necessarily candy.
That's candied strawberry at that point, or it's
Maybe.
It's a dessert.
That's a dessert. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a dessert.
Different
it's probably
forms.
not candy,
Right.
even though their chocolate is kind of what makes it.
I like how Alex is holding her tongue.
What are you doing?
Why?
Just waiting
Go
For
ahead.
what?
to.
This is a listening show. You have to talk.
Let you know my opinion. I was letting you guys get yours
Okay,
out.
go for it.
Oh, it's my turn.
Wow,
I'm
really?
I'm on the side of chocolate is chocolate.
It's not candy.
Oh, so
Yeah.
it's not candy.
It's not candy.
But it's
Present your
down
case.
That,
Present
but
it.
it's down the candy aisle.
I understand
Where are
that,
you gonna put
but the only way I will say that there's like the only thing that when I consider chocolate being candy is no, I don't know. Honestly, I think chocolate's chocolate. When I tell Josh, when I
is candy.
yes,
Or M&Ms.
yes, I
M&Ms is
guess,
candy.
yes.
It
That's-
says candies on it, bite-sized candies.
Okay,
So at that
So-
point,
I'm trying to tell you.
Go ahead.
When I tell you, Josh, I want some candy, what do you usually get for me?
Milk duds.
That's chocolate.
No, that's
That's
not what I'm
caramel.
trying to say.
chocolate on the
You've already
outside.
messed it up.
No, I didn't. No,
When-
no, no.
You've already messed it
No, I
up.
didn't. No, I didn't.
Sour
No, I didn't.
Patch Kids. Is that what it gets you?
I do get her
Sour Patch Kids.
like a blue like Jolly Rancher.
There you go. That's
That's
the answer
hard
I was looking
candy.
for. Hard candy. So in Alex's world, there's hard candy, and then there's dessert, and then there's baking, and then there is chocolate.
Okay, so I
Yeah.
have a counter argument.
Okay, what's
And
your counter
actually-
argument, Brett?
Dalen helped me come to this. Dalen, who's also been on the show. A Hershey's bar.
Yeah.
Would you consider that a candy bar?
Yes.
No,
Yes.
it's a chocolate
Yes.
bar.
It's a candy bar.
It's a chocolate bar.
Oh my god.
When I say I want candy, that usually means I want something sweet and fruity and sugary. When I tell Josh I need some chocolate, I say
Well,
like I need chocolate, not candy.
I agree. You can have a craving for candy and
It's
have a
its
craving
own
for chocolate,
category.
but it's all candy. Because, obviously you bite into a Hershey's bar, that's way different than sucking on a Jolly Rancher. And one can't, you can't have one or the other and have the same thing.
Right. All right, let's get YouTube involved.
Okay.
Got Monkey on YouTube saying chocolate is candy. I don't understand why it wouldn't be considered candy.
I just explained it.
And that was the explanation.
You don't put candy in the oven. You put chocolate in the oven.
Okay.
Right?
You probably could. I mean,
I'm
sure there's
a normal person.
You can
sure
put candy
there's
in the
a-
oven. You can
there's
put...
a recipe
Is
somewhere.
there baker's candy somewhere?
No, but
No. Wow.
I think I've seen it for some reason.
You use chocolate to make chocolate milk. Do you make candy milk?
Jeez, Alex, are you really trying to point this
Being
out?
Yes!
you're being quite literal.
Yeah.
Yes, I am. Chocolate is chocolate. Candy is candy.
Okay.
That's
okay.
my argument.
Okay, you can have your argument, Alex.
Do you put Milk Duds or
Hold on.
or-
Hold on. Milk Duds is candy because it has caramel. Stop right there.
Okay. Do you put Jolly Ranchers in milk? No, you put chocolate in milk to make it chocolate milk. Does that make it candy milk? No, it makes it chocolate milk.
You have a push pop right there. You want me to stick that in milk and you try it out?
No, that's disgusting. Christmas cookies might have candy.
Ooh. Yeah. Think of that.
Like
Peppermint.
Peppermint bar. Okay.
There are people who put...
the little candy bites.
Yeah. What? The
Like-
cinnamon ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are
Yeah,
gross.
on
Those
the-
are
on the
disgusting.
cookies.
You like
Yeah.
that?
No.
I don't either.
You
I
like
don't-
that?
I don't
No.
think I do. Red Hots? Those
Right,
the big
yeah.
ones.
No. Candied cinnamon's disgusting. I don't know how
You're
anybody
weird.
eats it. Alex
Okay.
loves it.
I like it.
We got a comment on Twitter saying chocolate is candy if it has refined sugar in it.
It's
Okay.
very technical.
Yeah,
That
it's
is
very
extremely
Very
technical.
technical there.
And then we got Facebook right here. Justin from Juice in the Morning. Shout out to Juice in the Morning podcast. Make sure you check those guys out. They are good friends of the podcast. He says, although Google has had... Oh my gosh. Although Google has had this to say, chocolate is not actually candy, but a lot of people refer to it as such. In the modern era, chocolate is consumed in the same snackable way that candy is eaten. Historically, making and consuming chocolate, was a much more complicated process. Today, it's more acceptable to consider chocolate a subset of candy.
Well said.
Yeah.
So I'm right.
Yeah.
That's not what I
I
took
just
from
said
that.
chocolate is its own category. That's what was just said.
Its own category of candy.
No, it's chocolate is chocolate. Candy is candy. Okay, Google. Is chocolate candy?
You need to not do that, Alex.
Because you just
You just got
Yeah, I
like
know,
whoever's
people are
on
gonna be like-
mobile is
It's
checking
just
it out
type
right
that.
now.
thing.
Cool.
Cool. She says
cool.
cool.
Candy is also called sweets or lollies. It is a confection of that features sugar in a principal ingredient.
Okay. So
That's
sugar
it.
is that's why I said the refined sugar. Okay. So is dark chocolate then not? Because I don't think that has refined sugar in it.
I don't
That
think it does either.
that's
Actually-
dark chocolate's healthy for you.
Exactly. It's good
We
for
would
your
eat-
hot.
What?
Good for your
Ah,
heart.
is
Oh.
all right. So I looked up a different question. Is chocolate really candy? Chocolate is not actually candy, but a lot of people refer to it as such.
Juice just said this.
I guess this looks like what he looked up. But yeah, so that's what I've got.
Okay, we got more on Facebook saying absolutely, saying yep. Got Stephanie on Facebook saying yes, it's sugary and generally bad for you, but oh so good. And then we got Jeff on Facebook also saying I would treat it as a condiment. It goes on so many things. Now that's a different argument right there.
I would agree that it goes on many things.
I'm not
I
putting
wouldn't
chocolate
call
on
it
my
a
hot dog.
condiment, though.
Chocolate syrup is a condiment.
It is.
It is.
It is.
Well-
Never mind.
Okay, what are you gonna dip? Okay,
Hold
never
on.
mind. That's not. It's a dumb
Is
idea.
it a
Dumb.
condiment? It's in the condiment. It's across from the condiments in that aisle with all the other toppings. I wouldn't call it a condiment.
So yeah, it's not.
it's a
It's a
topping.
topping. Yes.
Yes. Okay. I get that. Yeah, because who's
We
gonna?
might be making a new argument. What is the difference between a condiment and topping? Because ketchup could
Condiment
be
you dip.
considered a
Condiment you dip.
Okay, well, not
you can
exclusively.
dip into
Not
chocolate syrup.
Not exclusively do you dip into a condiment
No.
because you can put ketchup on a burger.
What was the argument again?
Is
A topping and a condiment? Topping is for mainly desserts. Like it's something not to be
No,
mixed.
not necessarily. What about
Okay,
tacos?
No. It's not meant to be blended. How about that? Think about
That
it.
doesn't mean it. No, it doesn't make
No?
any sense.
Alright.
Nope.
Yeah.
we should just put that as the next
No,
topic.
no.
It's the same. It's the same
It's the
conversation.
same argument. Yes.
Okay, all right, Josh, are you done?
Wolf.
I've got a lot.
I guess so.
Go ahead.
I mean,
do it.
if you, yeah.
All right, I've got Bug Pod Productions podcast.
Shout out to them.
They said, of course it is. A lot of these are like just quick answers.
They're gonna
JMT podcast, they agree that it is candy.
It was basically a hopped up either or.
be. It was.
Yes, it was. We've got Varric on Instagram that says it's absolutely
We haven't had one of those
candy.
in a while
The
either.
nibs are seeds. Chocolate is a candy made from the seeds.
Say nibs.
Nibs, like chocolate nibs.
Remember, you ever
Cocoa
have
nibs?
Twizzler nibs?
No.
You mean bites?
No,
No.
they're called nibs.
We've got
I'll look it up and show. on show
Dan from
YouTube.
Dan and Cody podcast. He says it ain't meat.
Oh,
thank you
Dan.
for that.
Yeah, it ain't meat.
It ain't meat.
So I
he
don't know
says.
what that means, but it ain't meat. We've got J360 podcast. He said, "Yep," to it being candy.
Shout out.
Oh, I thought
Uh,
those were bites.
They're called nibs, bro.
Oh, no, I didn't know that.
Oh, they're smaller than the bites. They're really small. They're like those Starburst minis. Have you seen those?
Yeah. Yeah, I actually eat those. They're the unwrapped ones.
I
But
like
yeah,
the regular Starburst.
Hmm.
I like tropical.
It's off topic. Go ahead.
Okay, we've got Lance and Katie from Yes, Listen to This podcast.
Shout out to them.
Shout out to you. They say yes, it's a very general topic these days.
Okay, we got a response on YouTube saying I had chocolate gravy on Friday. How do you have
What
that?
is chocolate gravy and what
And
do
what's
you
the difference
eat it on?
right?
Is it like hot fudge?
Yeah, wouldn't that
At
just be
that-
hot fudge?
At that point, would it not? Yeah, that's
I
a good
love
question.
hot fudge.
Me too. I used to only go to DQ and get hot fudge sundae. That's it. No nuts.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we've got the Fickle Fanboy podcast. He says candy ... health food ... When it comes to dark chocolate, I just classify it as delicious.
Okay,
So there.
Dark chocolate is really good.
it is. Alex and I
I like
really
dark.
cut back our sugar intake by having dark chocolate. We need to get some. We have other
Um,
chocolate in the house that we don't need.
I've got a couple more on Instagram. Hold on. It's All Been Done presents podcast.
Shout out to them.
Never really thought about it. I guess chocolate in and of itself isn't candy, but when melted and shaped into a sweet like a candy bar, then it becomes candy.
There you go.
We got an answer to the.
Yeah, we got an
chocolate
answer.
gravy.
It's a southern thing. They put it on biscuits or toast. It tastes like chocolate malto meal. I like malto meal.
What's malto meal?
You never had malto meal?
I don't think
Isn't
so.
it
it's
like a cereal?
It's a cereal. Yes.
Yeah.
Let me show you.
I know
guys.
that you talked about it growing up.
It's
like malto meal. I never had malto meal.
It's I
Is it
bought
like
it.
oatmeal?
No, it's actually a little bit more hefty than that. It looks like it will not fill you up whatsoever.
You just said it's empty.
Yeah, it will expand.
Okay. Oh, what?
It looks like
It looks like
porridge.
Cream of wheat is what they like.
Looks
Oh,
like
that's okay.
porridge.
I have never had malto
Looks
meal.
like grits.
Yeah, there's a chocolate one too. The chocolate one is really good. I grew up on malto meal.
Brett and I are looking at this like this does not look good.
Ooh, there's a brown sugar one. You guys don't. I'm gonna have you guys try this.
I like
All
oatmeal.
right.
This. Okay, now I
What
don't.
is it?
It's like a grain.
So it's grits.
It's just like sand and water.
It looks like.
Put some mix some chocolate in it.
It looks like it, doesn't it? Yeah, but it will fill you up. It will get you. You don't need more than a bowl of it.
Okay.
I'm serious.
Alrighty. All right, couple more. We've also got Glenn and her podcast.
Shout out to them.
Chocolate is multi-purpose. It can be a candy, but it's a flavor as well, i.e., chocolate cake, chocolate syrup, chocolate milk, etc. And then we have Terrible Terror podcast.
Shout out to them.
Not sure why it wouldn't be. Cocoa is what chocolate is made from, so yes, question mark. And then lastly, we have
That's
Patrick.
not really an answer, but okay.
Lastly, we have
Patrick.
Patrick. Yes,
Patrick.
of course it is. Where do you find chocolate? At C's Candy? What's at C's? Oh, I'm gonna guess that's like a
It's a local.
yeah.
Yeah.
And the candy aisle in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Where did Charlie get the chocolate bar with the golden ticket? the candy
shop,
store
candy store.
from the
Ooh.
Candy Man.
But he had a
Actually,
chocolate
They had a
bar.
whole song
it
about
was,
it.
uh,
LOL.
I think it was a candy shop. SHOPPE.
Yeah, it was. They had that movie revolutionized horror for kids.
Revolutionized horror.
That's it's an interesting movie if you look at it from an adult perspective.
Yeah, all the kids are getting murdered.
Pretty
Pretty
much.
much.
They're cool with it. I mean, yeah, whatever. They're gone. The
I didn't
laundry
think- I
chute or
didn't
the
think-
garbage chute
No,
is about to be incinerated.
Gene Wilder is the best part of that movie.
You see the remake?
He's like, no, don't stop.
No, stop, come back.
I'm sorry. All questions must be submitted in writing.
Oh my god.
He's so I don't know. He's so snarky and stuff. And the remake was horrible. I'll say
I
that.
didn't see it.
Don't. It's not good. And,
Before
yeah, go ahead.
no,
No.
before we move off the chocolate subject, y'all ever had Yoo-hoo?
Yeah,
Yes.
I used to love
I
it.
don't like it.
I loved it as a kid.
Is it like chocolatey water?
It's a chocolate flavored.
Josh loves it. I think it's disgusting.
Okay, so get this. They come out with a candy bar, and I think it says chocolate flavored.
So there's no chocolate in it.
No,
Is it like a protein bar?
no, it's just a chocolate bar, and I think it says flavored.
Gross.
That
So that
sounds
means it's
really
not even that
gross.
good.
Where's it at?
Yeah, milk
Yeah, chocolate flavored.
milk chocolate flavored. It's not even chocolate.
Where's the ingredients then?
Yeah, is cocoa even an ingredient?
That's a
Like
good question.
it says that it's flavored.
But if you have to say flavored,
It's probably
that's
bad.
really
That's
bad.
nasty.
But no, Yoo-hoo's not good. It's not.
Wait, you just said you liked it.
As a kid, yes.
Oh, okay.
But as an adult, I have grown up.
It makes me think of what was it, Big Daddy?
What
The
happened?
Adam Sandler movie when he's like telling the kids don't do drugs, drink Yoo-hoo.
By the way, you guys dog on me for Adam Sandler on Saturday
I
because I did
didn't.
say
You were overly harsh.
because
I didn't say anything.
Grown Ups and Grown Ups 2 and anything Adam Sandler's come out with in the past decade, I don't think I can't say I've laughed with. I've laughed at, but not laughed with.
Well, I will say Grown Ups and Grown Ups 2.
They're not inspired.
I like them, but they're not quotable or anything.
Right, that's what I'm looking for.
They don't have, lasting.
That's why Happy Gilmore, Waterboy, Billy Madison, and Big Daddy all have really good memories because there's quotes in there that we can really use in our daily average life.
Yep.
But
I
not
quoted,
grown-ups.
Quoted the Happy Gilmore on the stream.
We quoted that a lot.
Won't say it.
So I do have a topic for next week.
Do it.
I've been noticing, like, Alex and I have been looking at our apps of all these different like streaming services. I'm like, man, I have to get rid of some.
Yes.
Like, we have Stars right now, and we haven't launched that app in like a month, but I'm paying 99 cents for it.
Wasn't it a start of a free trial?
Yes.
Yeah.
For
It's only 99 cents.
yeah, I wanted to cancel. Like, hey, for the next 3 months, 99 cents a
Ah.
month. How about that? Cool. I mean, it's a service I'm paying a
Whatever.
buck for.
Oh, there's just far more content than anybody needs.
Right. Well, the content on Netflix is ever expansive. You'll never catch up.
Yeah.
And what I'm wondering to people, like anybody out there, what is one streaming service or subscription that you cannot live without?
Okay. That's
Like,
a good one.
There's so many out
I
there.
already know my answer.
Or why don't you just say what's your primary, not what you can't live without. Like, what
Well,
is your
oh,
primary?
One you will never cancel, maybe?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
hmm
Like, there's going to be a lot of Netflix. I know that. And I'm just trying to understand. Like,
It's the
we-
Are we
OG.
gonna include YouTube on this?
Yes, because YouTube Red is a service.
Okay.
The Netflix is the OG.
Yes, it is.
It is.
And you know what? Like, I'm sure Blockbuster has been kicking themselves ever since because they were offered
They
to
declined it.
own Netflix. Actually, it was called Flickster at the time, I think.
Flickster.
Yeah,
Yep. We
was
had
there.
Flickster.
Well, Flickster turned into an app. And
Yeah,
I think even
that's what it
it's
was.
defunct now.
Yeah, yeah.
I used it to look up movie times.
Maybe it wasn't Flickster. I thought it was.
I'm pretty sure it was
No, I
Flickster.
think you're
Yeah,
right.
okay. So, anyways, let's move on from there, guys. What do you guys want to move
Let's
on
do
to?
the movie club and then we'll do
Movie
trivia.
Club. Yeah, so what the movie club is every single week we talk about and watch a movie that we have none of us or most of us has not seen, or just one of us. And this week we kind of just did an all-in-one kind of thing. We watched it wasn't like planned, but Alex and I just wanted to anyway. We watched the original trilogy of the Transformers, and so did you, yes. And then the movie of the week was Bumblebee.
Yeah.
So let's talk Bumblebee first, and then we can go into Transformers. This is gonna be a really heavy nerd area here of
Not
Transformers.
necessarily nerd.
Of Transformers?
No.
Transformers is a nerd culture, Alex. Don't do this to me.
I'm not trying to say that. I'm trying to say, like, it's not as nerdy as you think. A lot more people have seen Transformers.
Excuse me?
I
No,
would've-
it is more nerdy.
I would
yes,
imagine
deep
that
into the lore, yes.
you wouldn't have to necessarily be a nerd to enjoy the trilogy.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Maybe people who
Okay.
I grew up in that time. I was never a Transformers fan.
And we're going to be comparing this movie to the movies we've seen of the Transformers series. And I got to say, this one, Bumblebee, is just not the best.
Really?
It's not that good. I was bored.
Really?
Yes.
I enjoyed it.
Mainly because I can't care about Charlie. She's a throwaway character. She's a cookie cutter 18-year-old.
Okay. I didn't feel it. I didn't get that sense.
She's misunderstood. She misses a loved one,
Mhm.
and all she needs is a break. Cookie cutter 18-year-old in every movie.
Maybe.
Prove me wrong. So what'd you think, Alex? Don't be tight-lipped the entire time. I want you to converse and not just have it one-sided.
I hated it.
You hated it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
So you liked it.
I did.
I didn't like it.
I
Alex
thought it
hated
was
it.
stupid as hell.
I will say, John
Wow.
Cena, his character, he
He didn't even need to be in the movie.
his
did not.
acting was terrible. That character was
It
terrible.
was bad.
Everyone's acting was terrible.
I didn't think
Oh,
everyone's
we
acting
should
was.
give the premise of this. On the run in the year 1987, Bumblebee finds refuge in a junkyard in a small California beach town. On the cusp of turning 18 and trying to find her place in the world, Charlie Watson discovers Bumblebee, battle-scarred and broken.
That is basically the movie.
Yeah.
There you go.
And there's no tension because you know Bumblebee's gonna live.
Yeah.
Sure. Well, it's a prequel.
Right. That's why it kind of like it's like, was this a necessary movie? This is
I
what
was excited, and I
Now you-
had like a positive part in my head
There
that
was-
was going to be
there's
like,
some
oh
funny
my god,
parts.
this is going to be great, because Josh said, oh, a lot of people surprisingly love this movie. You know what? I like Transformers like 4 or whatever it was way better than this.
Age of Extinction.
Yeah, that one.
That one had Dinobots.
Yeah, it did.
I mean, I don't really remember a lot of it, but
I don't really do.
I could tell you I will remember more of that movie than I will this movie.
Yeah.
What I laughed my butt off was when they're TPing the Mean Girl's house.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And it just destroys her car.
Again, that was another. That's a cookie
was
cutter
great.
rivalry.
That was
You know, the bitch doesn't like the teenager.
Mhm.
I don't know. I just had I really enjoyed watching it. I liked how I liked the relationship between Charlie and Bumblebee. I thought it was some very
was
even if they were
wholesome.
cheesy, there were emotional
Yeah.
scenes. She was projecting a fatherly figure onto him because she
Wow.
had lost her father.
You are having a whole nother perspective on this movie than I thought you were.
No, I
Guess so.
get his perspective because that's exactly the way it was. I just thought it was shit.
Don't
Who's
kill his opinion.
Who's the hard ass now?
Oh my!
I'm just trying to
God.
let you know I thought this movie was crap.
It's just it was hard for me to care for a new character and Memo.
Who Memo didn't even need to be in the movie.
The name.
Okay, so all right, so that's like her wannabe boyfriend basically, who lit like the guy next door that really likes her, but she's not into him kind of deal.
Right.
All right, so you finally like she gives him a kiss on the cheek, right? All right, this is where I was like, the end of the movie. He goes to like they zoom in on their
That
hands.
was weird.
It
Okay,
was.
they go
I
to
think it
zoom
was
in on
supposed
their
to be
hands.
a joke though.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
They
think 'cause-
zoom in on him and her, and he tries to hold her hand, and then like the sun's going down. The movie looks like it's gonna end, and then she's like, "Oh, we're not there
Too
yet,
soon,
or too
yeah.
soon, or whatnot." And this guy is trying everything to just be like, "Hey, I like you," and she is very much like, "Well, I
She's
don't
walled
want."
off.
Yeah,
I get it.
What about the
mother.
What did you think? I didn't like the mother.
No,
I
she
thought
wasn't good.
the step boyfriend, whatever
Ron?
he is. He was kind of
He
funny.
was pretty funny. Yeah, he was pretty funny.
What did you think of the Decepticons part in the movie?
They were
felt recycled.
really.
Oh shit! There's Autobots on Earth, and we want to have Earth, and we want to know where Prime is because we have to kill the Primes in order to emerge, and like it's the same freaking story as the other three,
No.
just not as many bots.
I get that. They didn't feel as threatening.
No,
I'll tell you that.
no.
Well, there's really only
There was
two.
two, and they
I
were
did.
messengers.
There was only one fight scene that I really liked, and that's when the one guy at the end turned into a helicopter and B threw the chain
chain.
over him, and he turned
Just-
back into an Autobot. He's like, "You think this chain's gonna keep you from?" And then he
Yeah,
just pulls the chain and it like
He
blows
just
up. And I'm like,
separates.
"Whoa!" And Josh and I looked at each other and we're like, "Well, we weren't expecting that."
I thought the fight scenes, like at the very beginning on Cybertron and then again on Earth, I thought they were really, really good CGI.
Yeah, they were.
It was really well
Bumblebee
done.
looked so real
And
the whole time.
Michael Bay did not direct this; he executive produced it
Yeah.
with Steven Spielberg.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Who directed it?
Some
Uh,
dude named
let me go-
Trevor.
Let me go to the B.
I don't know. You can tell
The
that this movie
IMDb.
compared
Travis Knight.
Travis.
this movie compared to the original three.
Okay, Alex.
There's no comparison.
Let me tell you the other movies he's directed.
I'll tell you if I
Or
like them.
actually, he was in the animation department. Okay. Paranorman,
No idea.
which is an animated movie, and Box Trolls, which is another animated movie. And I guess he did direction as well.
It looks to me from what you're seeing
Very kid.
a lot of kid films.
Yes, so this was a very kid-friendly film.
This
as
was,
opposed,
this was a family movie.
yeah, as opposed to the original trilogy. Oh, I gotta say, the first Transformers movie
That was pretty kid
was
friendly.
pretty
Not
kid-friendly,
number 3.
but
No.
3 was not.
Three
No,
was
three
dark.
is very
3
dark.
very dark. Yes. So, I mean, let me go to my notes here and see what I like anything I may have like missed or
It was
said.
crap.
I also appreciate that it was just under 2 hours long instead of like 2 hours and 40
Why don't you
minutes.
kick me?
I'm swinging my foot.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you were
I'm sorry.
mentioning. Okay, yeah, it was the shorter one. Yeah, it was. B was more youthful, so like a kid, and you could see that when he was walking in the house. It didn't feel like the '80s. I'll
No.
say that. The only way it was you could tell was the music,
Well, and
maybe a little bit of the
the
style.
Bumblebee originally is a VW bug.
Yes.
So what I loved was at the end when she sets him free because he's an Autobot and he needs to help others.
He needs
Yeah.
to do Autobot things.
He
Yeah.
sees a Camaro driving down the Golden Gate Bridge and he switches to it, and that's when you get the first glimpse of Sam Witwicky's car
Yeah.
in Transformers from
I
2007.
was wondering if we were going to see any form of connection between
Right.
one and Bumblebee.
What I didn't realize is that when you watch the first Transformers, you don't realize that he's been there the whole time.
yeah, I
Because
guess,
all
I
the
guess so.
Autobots come down, and even at the end, he's driving next to Optimus Prime,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I could have swore you see them all get there in 2007,
Not
and
me.
Optimus Prime was one of them.
Optimus was.
That
Yeah.
or that
Because you see
landed.
him scan the truck.
Yeah. So I'm like, did he leave then and then come back again?
I mean, I guess so.
Possibility.
So
B-
a little bit, maybe
Yeah.
maybe a small plot hole, but it makes sense if in 1987 he turns into this immaculate Camaro, and then in 2007 you see him drive into Bernie Mac's car lot, and it's
Dude,
all beat to hell.
That scene is so good. I love it.
Hey, baby.
Hey, Nanny!
Oh, don't be like that.
Don't be
bitch.
so mean.
If I had a rock, I'd bust you.
I love his laugh. I miss Bernie Mac.
I
Yeah,
know.
that's Hey, Manny, it's Clown Cousin to come knock these dents out, baby.
So good. He's so
I
good.
miss Bernie.
Oh man, the writing of him was so good in that.
Don't go Ricky Ricardo on me, Manny. Find out.
I like how she just like they look over. That's like he says that and she like flips him off.
That's
So
a great
funny.
scene.
So funny. Yeah.
What does he say? You guys quoted it. Some guy said now he's like son of a bitch. Like or he's like
What?
she flips him off and then he
I
says
just did.
I
it.
know, but I couldn't hear what you said.
He's like, I don't lie to anybody, especially in front of my mammy. That's my mammy. Hey, mammy. So, oh, don't be like that, bitch. If I had a rock, I'd
That's
bust
what
you
it
out.
was.
Oh man. So like you can compare this movie to them, and you can say one
It's
thing
just
over
different.
the other. It is.
I think
it
it's
is.
meant for a different audience.
Yes, very much
Mhm.
so. It's a different generation. This came out in 2018, so you gotta think.
No, no.
Yeah.
2019.
2018
Really?
on IMDb it says 2018.
I'll be darned.
Yeah, and it takes place 20 years before.
Mhm,
Okay,
mhm.
so yeah, and the first one came out. So this has we've only had like a decade of Transformers movies.
Mhm.
That's actually not that much.
2007 to 2018 and 5 movies.
Yeah, 6 movies.
6 movies.
Yeah, because we have not watched The Last Night, and I don't know if
Nah,
I
I
want
won't.
to.
I won't.
I can't get.
I can't
myself to.
watch anymore. 3 was fine. 1,
Yeah.
2, and 3. That's all I need.
So let's talk about the original trilogy. Do you guys have anything else you want to say on Bumblebee?
Nope, it sucks. Don't even waste your time.
It's a tough one to enjoy.
My opinion.
say watch it. If you like the Transformers movies, watch it.
Yeah.
If you like the Transformers movies, don't watch it.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Yeah. And I got one more gripe from that, and all I wrote in my notes was, who eats one Pop-Tart? Because when she pops up those Pop-Tarts, she gives one to her brother, and then walks up. Who eats one Pop-Tart?
And left it on the tarp.
Yeah, she gave it to the dog.
So one thing I forgot that I want to mention: the station wagon is a Vista Cruiser.
It is. Yes. I love how Otis barfs in it.
Yeah.
Can I say something too?
Okay.
Towards the end, I was just getting really sick of the movie because I realized it's not getting any better.
Oh.
And so where B just gets like slammed and whatnot, and they're in this garage, like or whatever, and the Decepticons just left, and they're trying to wake him up and whatnot.
Yeah.
John Cena pulls up and he's like, "There's a door in my way." Okay, so it's a freaking garage door, and they put C4 on it instead of just pushing the damn button. And I looked over at Josh and I'm like, just shaking my head. I'm like, this movie keeps getting worse.
You keep your mouth quiet the whole time. I had no idea you were hating this movie.
She pulled a me during Independence Day.
I hate this movie.
Look,
after that scene happened, and then at the end, she was like, Charlie was going up to her parents, and she was just like, "Oh, mom and dad, or this and this and this." Well, and then Memo walks up and goes, "Hey, Charlie," and she looks over at him, and it's the whole, "Oh, I should probably go say hi to a hero" kind of thing, and she goes, "I'll be right back," and she doesn't go anywhere. She just turns around.
She moves one step away.
Moves one step away. It's like, "I'll be right back," and then turns around and talks to him. Like, generally, that means you're gonna go away and walk up to somebody.
This is totally random, but
What?
I hate when the line of dialogue, "I'll be right back," is said when it's absolutely unnecessary.
Right.
So, just for instance, remember the movie Walking Tall?
Yeah.
So, Dwayne Johnson's character, Chris Vaughn, is at his parents' house. He's an adult. His ex-girlfriend brings his leather jacket back to him that was left at the casino when he got his butt kicked and thrown out.
Yeah.
They decided to go outside to talk, or he walks her to her car or whatever, and he says to his mom, "I'll be right back." Why?
Why?
Why would you say that to your mom?
No.
Like, she needs to know you're an adult. You can do whatever you want. She needs to know you'll be right back.
Right. Right.
Really irritating.
It is. And some people just don't think when they write.
Just in real life scenarios, no.
Yeah. I'm gonna give this movie a 6.
Ooh,
Wow.
give it an 8.
A 4.
Yeah. There we go.
Do you want to say anything about the other?
About the other
Transformers?
3?
I love all 3 of them, and 3 is my favorite.
I gotta say, rewatching them, I relearned the universe because I forgot about the first 2 actually. Like seeing them again, it was like watching them brand new again. But I knew how everything wound up, but I just didn't.
I absolutely still love Dutch.
One
Yeah.
is great. You know who plays that, right? Who plays Dutch?
Yes. We don't know the actor's
I
name,
don't know
but we
his
know where
name,
he's
but
from.
he's
His name is Alan Tudyk.
Yes, I knew that.
That's his
A
name.
Knight's Tale.
Yes, A Knight's Tale and Dodgeball.
Dodgeball.
So one is they're very easy to follow.
Yes.
2 and 3, there's so much going on. If you're not paying real close attention, you can miss something.
I think it escalates as far as story content.
Yeah.
Because 2, there's a lot, but you can see what's happening. And I want to say this as when I saw the second one, we're talking about Revenge of the Fallen here.
Mm-hmm.
I remember seeing it in theaters, and I had no idea how Sam got
the Matrix.
The Matrix. And then
earned it.
Yeah.
You earn it. You don't find it.
Yeah, but I don't remember that scene at all. I thought he just woke up and there it was. But no, it reformed. I didn't know that.
When he was unconscious.
Like, that just escaped my brain seeing this movie. I own this movie. I watched this movie multiple times. How did I miss this? But it happened. I don't know why. But the second one, actually, I liked a lot more seeing it now than I did.
Yeah, I agree.
Almost 10 years ago.
I was starting to get a little annoyed with 3 because it's so long, especially the Chicago scene. And in the Chicago scene, when they're in the glass building that's falling over, it takes forever to get through that.
Yeah. But you notice something in 3. the other two movies, the Decepticons did not take over until the last like 10 minutes.
Mhm.
This movie, it's like in
The
30
whole
minutes.
time.
It's all happening.
That's what
Yeah.
the movie's about.
I know. But I'm making the point that this movie is so dark because you don't feel any hope the whole time. The
Yeah.
whole time. It is so
I mean, they
good.
freaking show you that they blow up
The spaceship.
the spaceship that has Optimus and everyone on there, and
Yeah.
like that right there. I remember watching that and going like, "Well, okay, you obviously know that didn't happen. Like that
But
couldn't have
you
happened.
remember
but
when
you
it
remember
happened.
when it happened, and you're like, oh man."
And plus the tone that it sets after that, like, wow, they really are screwed.
They are, yeah. And then it kind of, I don't like the spoiler alert for a 10-year-old movie almost. We're talking about Dark of the Moon now. When Optimus and all them come back, it's kind of just a weak entrance.
Yeah, it's
like, hey, we're
just
here.
Bam, there they
and
are.
it wasn't like see him freaking out, like, oh my god, you're alive. It was just, and we're here.
Yeah, they tracked him to that position too. That was another.
I
plot
did.
hole.
I think in 2, what came to me was the fight scene between Optimus, Blackout, I believe it was, and Megatron, where he actually dies.
That was tense.
Man, he it was 2-on-1, but he kicked some ass.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. I gotta say, like, the fight scenes got better and better as they went along. I did like Soundwave in 3. He's gotta be my favorite villain.
Wait, Soundwave or Shockwave?
Shockwave.
Shot-
God.
you keep
No, I mixed them up
Shockwave.
too.
Shockwave.
Soundwave was the Mercedes, wasn't he?
Yes. Shockwave. He's the one who has the pet caterpillar.
Okay,
I
I'm
love it.
gonna do some trivia here. This
All
is
right.
trivia for movies 1 through 3.
I wanted to know what your guys' favorite was out of the three.
3.
I think 1 still.
One.
What's yours?
I said 3 already.
Did you notice that Bumblebee, who is a Camaro,
Mm.
is different in all 3 movies? The Camaro part of him, when he's a Camaro, it's different. in
It's
each one.
every year.
Oh.
Like he
I assume they take the most current version
Probably.
out.
you know,
and-
it's hard to get out of your head that all these movies are car commercials. You know,
Yeah,
Like,
sure.
they're modeled, and you see these fine-looking cars
Well,
that are damaged.
I can't remember. I think 2007 was the first year that the Camaro came back, but
Yes,
I can't remember if that model was the concept, but I think it was the production model.
I'm just happy that this movie kind of sparked it.
In
The first
Revenge of the Fallen, there was the concept for the new Camaro, which was Sideswipe, I believe, the silver one.
I like
It
that.
almost looks like there's no
I thought that
top.
was a Corvette.
What did I say?
A Camaro.
Oh, I meant Corvette.
Yeah,
And
Yeah.
actually, you know that because it has the Corvette symbol on the front.
Yeah.
I asked Alex.
That's when I look when it comes into the scene, like there's not enough scenes with it in there. So I'm like, ooh.
I think it's kind of ugly. The actual
the
real
color.
the real Corvette design is much better.
Yeah,
I don't know. I thought that one looked hot, but okay.
silver. Yeah.
I didn't say anything about the
It's
color. I just
shape.
thought that the shape of
was,
it.
to me, didn't do anything for me.
Okay.
Mhm.
Anywho,
Trivia.
so just toot my own horn. These are all questions that I thought of off the top of my head. I did not, and this was after I watched them all. So
Okay.
yeah. So for and they're all in order of the movies.
Okay.
What is the name of the jet Decepticon who is a little bitch?
You want to take this one, Alex?
Starscream.
Yeah.
And he is a little bitch.
He is.
I like how you formed that question. Who's a little bitch?
He even admits to being a coward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, sometimes cowards live to fight another
In
day.
two,
Yeah,
yeah.
That's
yeah.
why he's like, we need to get out of here.
That was one reason why I hated 2, because of him saying that. It's like, oh, so they just gave up their entire everything.
I love
Whatever.
that. Megatron's like, man, you are a piece of shit. You fail me every single
He
time.
does. Yeah.
And he keeps him around. How did the military know Blackout was a possible threat? There's a very specific answer that I'm looking for here.
Well, one of them, he wasn't responding to any
So,
of their calls.
Okay, that is correct. That's not the answer I'm looking for, but yes.
That would get the military's attention
Yes.
immediately.
So you know what part of the movie I'm talking about.
Yeah, right. The introduction of the Decepticons to the humans, basically, in the first one, the military strike.
Okay.
Will
guess I
you
don't-
meet? Will you meet the? Will you meet?
The
Oh,
Transformer.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to answer the question. I don't know. You're going to have to answer that one.
When
don't
I
remember.
tell you what it is, you'll remember.
Probably.
Yeah, but I mean, I
There's
can't think of
a
another-
specific scene
I mean, is it
with military
It's the helicopter, black
with
helicopter.
military personnel
Yeah.
that you're like, oh, okay.
I was
I-
thinking it might be confusing with 2. I think I'm confusing it with 2, the sound wave thingy.
No.
Yeah, okay, then I don't know.
Okay. No.
So
No, that was in one ounce.
There's a
That was
scene
one.
where Glenn Morshower, which actually his name is Morshower. That's the leader, like Lennox's superior, the red-haired balding guy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we like that.
His
guy.
real name is Glenn Morshower.
He's in every Michael Bay movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's
in
24 as the Secret Service
Yes.
agent.
Yeah.
So anyway, he asks a guy about the serial number on the tail, and he's like, "Yeah, this chopper was shot down so many years ago in Afghanistan." He's like, "Well, that's got to be a mistake." He's like, "No, I checked again. My buddy was on that."
Oh.
Hell,
I guess I don't remember that. I must have just.
So it was the serial number, not just
Yes.
that he wasn't communicating. Well, either he got his attention.
You had
one.
you had
An idea
you
of
weren't
it,
you
yeah.
weren't wrong.
Right.
How did S7 determine Sam and his parents had direct contact with the Autobots?
He scanned him.
With what?
I don't know, some scanner thing. He goes up
Isn't
and down.
it radiation? Yeah.
It's like some kind of
So
exposure.
energon is basically radiation.
Yes, an energon reading.
And
God,
you would think he would have radiation poisoning all the
feel
time.
for the parents.
They get just thrown all
It's
over
not-
the world.
It's not radiation. It's so the more we watch this, the older we get. Josh and I are so their mom and dad, or his mom and dad.
Yeah.
Like when we get older,
Hey there, professor. I'll do anything for an A.
she's like the mom is so much like when he's going up to
oh.
college and stuff. He's like, look, I found your little baby.
Did you realize she is the only one who swears?
She's the only one.
She does the F-bomb in the whole trilogy.
Yep.
1, 2, and 3. She's the only one who says the F-bomb.
What did she say? What did she say? Oh no! And then she's upstairs, and now I'm crying again. And then she eats the pop brownie.
Uh-huh.
They are.
Tackles the frisbee guy.
People got annoyed with Shia LaBeouf. I love him in these movies.
I
He's
think
great
that
in these
I think that
Great.
he's like the Harrison Ford and Indiana Jones, and he is
What?
the like when I think of Harrison Ford, I think of Indiana Jones.
Oh.
I mean, some people think of Star Wars, but
No,
like
I think of Air Force
I
One.
think of Indiana Jones. So when I think of Transformers, I think of Shia LaBeouf. Like that's his franchise. That's his movies right there.
Yeah.
So
I could go along with that.
Yeah.
All right, that was it for 1.
Okay.
In 2. What tool was used to bring Optimus back to life? It's a pretty easy one.
the Shard.
Well, what was it called? It had a name.
We already decided it while we were talking.
We did
Yeah.
the Shard. Oh my God, this is going through my head. What is it?
It's another movie.
I know.
Matrix.
Matrix. Yes.
Matrix of leadership. Correct. Because he tries to give it to Sentinel in 3.
Yeah.
That's the only.
yeah.
Yes, and then Sentinel gives it back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
What unit did Major Lennox lead?
Afghanistan something.
No,
I don't know.
No.
It's a 4-letter word.
Yeah. Nest.
Oh,
Correct.
yes. Never mind. I was like the thing that keeps popping up on the screen, and I'm like, because we watch it with subtitles on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nest.
What classified weapon was used to take out the big thing that climbs the pyramid? I don't know what it was called, but it's
It's like it's a space or not space. It's on a ship out in the ocean, and then it blows
on a
it up.
battleship with the weapon called.
It's a battleship gun thing.
Very
I know.
specific word I'm looking
I don't know
for.
what
She's
it's
got more
called.
answers than me because I had no idea what the conversation was
and
about
I never
that.
noticed that before because what's his face, the cool guy that I like.
John Turturro.
Yes, he calls him on the spaceship,
You
and he's
like
like,
him?
I think he's hilarious, and I think
He's
he fits
funny.
every part of these movies. And he was just like,
He's fine, I guess.
he's like, well, who are you, or who am I talking
Okay.
to, and whatnot. So yeah, it's some kind of space gun or space. Why do I keep calling space? Not a
Ship.
spaceship, a
The
ship
4-letter word I'm looking for.
for bomb.
I want to do a side
It
note here.
goes boom.
John Turturro's character gets less annoying as the movies go along.
I think he's hilarious in the first one.
He is way overdone.
I
in the
think
first
he's
one.
way overdone. I agree.
His freaking jock strap. I mean, that's in 2. Never mind.
I'm
That's in
asking you politely. Back off.
2.
No, I like him in every
I don't
single
know
one. What is it, Brett?
You little Taco Bell dog.
Yeah, the little chihuahua.
What is the answer, Brett?
It's a rail gun. It's a big
Oh,
rail gun.
well, I knew that. I knew
Well,
it
why'd
was
you say
like
it?
a Gauss cannon.
Yeah, there's a rail gun in Halo 4, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And
But it's not like that. But...
No.
that's it for 2. I didn't dive real deep.
So
in
do I
this.
get points for that though?
You have.
I got the scene right.
Couldn't say the one
And
word
Josh
I was
didn't even
looking
know what the freaking thing was. I knew it was a battleship
I thought you were
it was
talking
a-
about what was in
You
the
knew it
pyramid.
was a gun
I don't know.
on the
on a battleship.
battleship.
Right.
one line during that part is just like, I'm right below the enemy scrotum.
The enemy scrotum.
I like that.
It's funny. We
Ah.
like toilet humor.
That's
The
hilarious.
the writing of Revenge of the Fallen was during the writer's strike, so that's why some of it is just like way out there.
I didn't
I like
really
it.
like Leo. He
Yeah.
was a complete throwaway character.
Yeah, the college.
The third wheel.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Him crying in the back seat though was pretty funny.
I like how they just like take the.
See, I hated that.
You
I hated
did?
that because they just built up. You just show him, and he's like,
No, I know, but I like how they take the taser and he's just like,
Well, he
I
does-
can't stand you.
he
Shut
does
up.
come out of the bathroom, and he's like, going brown. I got a thumper dumper.
He is a good third wheel for the movie, but he was necessary for just that
And
part.
the
Yeah.
guard's like, sir, you were a grown man with your pants
Pants
down
down at
around your
a
ankles."
children's museum.
It was the Air and Space Museum, which, by the way, I've been there. Awesome.
All right, for number 3.
Yeah.
What was the name of the ship that escaped Cybertron carrying Sentinel Prime?
It's the one that crashed on the moon.
Right? What's it called?
It's not called the Ark, is it?
Is it?
Is it?
It is.
Oh,
Oh.
okay. After he said the Ark, I'm like, actually, that rings a bell. I think it might be that.
What famous sci-fi actor voiced Sentinel Prime?
I got this.
Well, I don't know what
This
you're doing
guy,
there, but
Spock,
what's his name?
Leonard Nimoy.
There you go.
Yes.
I figured
This-
you'd know that one.
You did recognize the
guy.
foreshadowing, right?
Wait, you taught me how to do this.
I did. Bend
I-
your fingers.
Or you
bet-
could just go like that.
Or you just learn
Wait,
it. But
on
bend
camera.
your fingers down. Both
Ah,
of them.
look
Both of them. Both of them. No, the other ones too.
Which ones? These
All
ones?
of them. You kind of bend them a little bit.
Bend.
Not that much, but
I'm not gonna do it.
But I taught her how to do it. She was, oh, I can do it. The foreshadowing is Spock going crazy.
Yeah.
When they're showing there's so many Star Trek references in the third one.
Sure.
Like they say Enterprise, they say
I will
Spock.
say, okay, can I say this real quick? Wait, are we done with trivia yet?
No.
One more.
Okay, so after that, I'll tell you what I realized.
After the one more?
Yep.
Which original Autobot was killed by Sentinel Prime when he turns?
Oh my gosh, I knew
Um,
this.
Hold on.
She's gonna get it because I was like, oh, this is when he dies. This is when he dies. This is when he dies. 'Cause I kept on
Is
saying
Yeah, oh, shoot. I don't know his name.
Ironhide,
Correct.
and
He's the
he
blue
gets
guy.
no black.
Black?
He's
the black- big black
Oh, I
Sure.
was thinking, no, sorry, I'm thinking of the old guy. That
That's
gets
Sentinel.
killed. No, the older guy.
Oh, the scientist.
Yeah,
Oh, Q.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I can't believe
he
his name is Q.
yeah, he
And
gets
007 reference
Yeah,
right there.
Anyway, what were you wanting to say?
Okay, so I ripped, or no, I didn't rip 3 up. I ripped the Avengers up a little bit.
Oh my gosh.
So we've recently watched Transformers 3.
Uh-huh.
The storyline, all the way down to like even the details in Chicago, basically mirror the Avengers
Yeah, I
in
see
New
that.
York.
Just an alien invasion.
It's no, all the way down to like that floaty thing in New York. Like
Mhm.
that looks very similar to
Yes.
the aliens coming down.
Joss Whedon, we're calling you out.
Yeah. And then the other thing was like it's the exact same thing. So instead of New York, Chicago's being taken over, and then they have a portal like the oh my gosh,
Their pillars
the
were in
knife,
like,
the knife in
the transcript, the trans...
I don't.
Josh.
know what
The
you're
thing
saying.
Loki holds.
Yes, I know
What's
what
it
that
called?
is.
The
Cat-
staff.
Cataract.
That's
Tesseract.
Cataract.
Tesseract. I'm trying to get 2 movies mixed up here. So the Tesseract.
Yeah.
So he opens up the Tesseract and it brings their world to ours. That is the exact same thing
It
that
is.
happens
Which
in
was
3.
Which was first? Transformers.
Trans- Transformers, we looked it up.
by a year.
By a year. Transformers had
So
it
Joss
first.
Whedon did not write an original story. I am sorry.
It was the exact same thing,
Mhm, mhm.
except in Chicago versus New York.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's all I got for trivia.
I gotta say, they probably should have stopped at the trilogy and then maybe done a prequel or 2. But that's about all. I don't think that the last.
I
Night
honestly,
and
I
Age of
remember
Extinction-
nothing about Age of Extinction.
Age of Extinction. I remember some. I remember the introduction to Optimus, and I remember all the deaths that happened. Like when we got TJ, what's his name? The guy from
Mark Wahlberg.
no, the other guy. His friend, the curly haired guy. I don't remember the actor's name. He's from Silicon Valley.
Oh.
Oh.
He dies in like the most gruesome way.
I don't remember.
Like the fire thing that he turns into molten ash.
Okay. I guess I don't remember it.
Yeah.
Like I know like certain scenes that are in my head, but I don't know. I can't piece together what they were.
Yeah, and then it gets way too nerdy when Mark Wahlberg starts using guns and they're on the ship and they're up in space. It's,
Have a
it's just
transformer
too much.
gun.
Yep, so that's all I gotta say about Transformers. Brett, what is our movie next week? It's your turn.
Have you guys ever seen The Devil's Advocate?
Mm-mm.
I don't think so.
Al Pacino and Keanu Reeves.
Oh no, I have not.
I don't
Look it up
think
and read
so.
the synopsis.
Let me get to IMDb. There it is.
I mean, I've heard of the movie. I don't think I've seen it.
Oh, Charlize
97. Ooh.
Not Charlize Theron also.
Yeah. Okay. Here is the synopsis. An unexpected. Oh my gosh.
Can you read?
An exceptionally adept Florida lawyer is offered a job at a high-end New York City law firm with a high-end boss, the biggest opportunity of his career to date. I'm gonna guess it's something to do with. I have no idea. Never mind.
Yeah,
I'm looking.
I
At
don't
it.
know.
That really doesn't talk about.
Yeah, what's it about?
Hey, Craig Nelson's in this.
It is Craig T. Nelson.
Yep.
I'm not gonna tell you.
Okay.
You want to do this one?
What's it rated?
R.
Oh, okay.
It's very
R.
It's very R.
Oh, okay.
So The Devil's Advocate, and I've never seen this one, and I'm actually really excited because that's a Keanu Reeves movie I have not seen.
Yeah, I didn't even. I couldn't have told you who was in it. I've heard of the movie title.
The reason
and
why
that's
I
about
thought of this is I really like this movie. I haven't watched it in years. I don't believe I own it in any capacity, and it's on Netflix.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, where are we watching it this time?
Can we talk about this 6-year-old who saved his sister?
Oh,
have you guys
yeah.
heard of this?
No.
There's this. Okay, so
he's a hero.
a boy named Bridger stepped in front of a German Shepherd who lunged at his sister to protect her.
And his face got
Messed
it's like
up.
it's like this.
It's really bad. It's gruesome.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah. Bridger endured a 2-hour face surgery and is currently recovering. There's a quote that he actually gave to, and it looks like NBC News might have reported this.
Oh, and he's really young too.
yeah,
They're both super
he
young.
He is 6.
Yeah, really
And
young.
I believe. Let me go to this.
I know he didn't look anything older than 6.
I don't want to quote it wrong. 6, and his sister's 4.
Yeah.
His quote, Bridger said this: "I stepped to the side in front of my sister so that the dog wouldn't hurt her. If someone had to die, I thought it would be me."
Wow.
The owner wanted to put the dog down, but Bridger did not want it to be done because he has a dog himself, and he did not want that dog to die.
The innocence of a child.
Yes, it's pretty. It's almost. It's so miraculous hearing this. Like, this is the empathetic part of the world that we need
that's
to hear.
what I said last week. I said we're missing empathy.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden this happened.
Yeah. So Chris Evans got a hold of this.
Oh, is that? I
Didn't
saw
Yes.
he's doing something.
He
Yes.
gave him his
He's
shield.
giving him a replica of the shield.
Oh, I
Pretty
thought I
awesome.
saw that he
Is
was
it his?
giving him his shield.
If it's his, then it's his. He's at least getting an official Captain
I mean,
America
look
shield.
at I am pretty damn sure
Chris
he was
Evans
giving
could
him his
always just
shield.
get another one, so I
Right.
would have given him the real one too.
Yeah.
Right. Robert Downey Jr. also messaged him, and what's his name? Spider-Man. Tom Holland.
Tom Holland. Yeah. I almost said Tobey Maguire.
Tom Holland said he can come to set anytime on Spider-Man.
Oh,
3.
that's awesome.
It's so heroic. This kid, I can't believe that it's like in all of the midst of all the stuff that's going on in the world. This is just like it's so, but it's also sad that this had to happen.
Okay,
you know?
so it says there are no words. We are so thankful. Chris Evans went on to explain that he is going to send the boy an authentic Captain American shield.
So it's not his.
That's
But
all
it
it
doesn't
says.
matter. He can send him his and just go, "Hey, Disney, give me another."
Give me another shield.
Yeah.
I
It
think
just says an authentic
I think
Captain
that and they're saying that he is the real hero, and it's like you are legitimately a hero to us all, and it's so moving, but it's also like, you know, you try to think about the bad stuff, like why weren't the parents watching, why wasn't this dog chained up, you know, all this other stuff. Just that doesn't matter right now. What matters is he's alive.
They're
He's
both
gonna
alive.
yes, they're both alive. I don't know.
Has some gnarly scars.
Yes, and he is gonna get all the ladies.
Chick stick scars.
They do.
Yeah, really tore up his face.
Yeah, we're not gonna show that on YouTube.
No, it was very sad because he also he looks like my nephew, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it looks like my nephew got he looks like he's gonna have a scar like the Joker on half of his face.
Yeah.
You know, he he can walk up to a girl when he's in his teens.
I know, and just be like, want to see how I got these scars?
Want to know how I got
Not
these scars? He's gonna have the ultimate pickup line.
He is, yeah.
I saved my sister.
There's so many donations going to him. Though.
Yeah.
He's probably gonna have reconstructed face surgery.
We're making light of this as adults. He's good.
Yeah,
And
he's gonna be set for a while.
I feel so bad, that animal attacks happen.
I know,
They
but
happen.
that kind of stuff needs to be rewarded a lot.
It does.
Yeah.
And the fact that it's being rewarded as such, it's so beautiful.
Yeah.
I love it. That's all I had to say about that. It's just a heartwarming thing. I don't know if we need to move on to anything else. Unless
I have something quick.
Okay.
So I think it was a couple weeks ago. Ford officially announced the new Ford Bronco.
Yeah, I saw the photo of it.
So
I'm gonna pull it up.
The Ford Bronco has been out of production for years. It's most famous because it's what OJ was driving down the interstate while being pursued by the police, a white Ford Bronco.
Yeah.
What's interesting about this, because I researched, my buddy John actually told me about it, and what's interesting is this is like the most customizable vehicle, maybe not ever, and maybe there is one just as customizable, but I started looking, there's like 6 different trim levels and like 3 different packages available for each trim.
Really?
I watched like a 30-minute video of a guy just explaining all the trim levels and all the available packages. So
I don't think that's necessary.
well, it is if you're gonna sell out of them, which I don't know if they've sold out, but they're being
people are really excited about it.
They're being reserved like wild. But basically, what the coolest thing I've just to name a few features, the coolest thing I've read or
MSRP
heard
32,500.
They're being compared a lot to Jeep Wranglers.
Yeah, I'm okay with that
because you can remove the doors and the tops and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
If you remove the doors, you put them in the back of the Bronco.
Oh,
Really?
So it's like you don't have to store them somewhere.
Okay.
And unlike the Jeep, the rear view mirrors are mounted to like the windshield instead of the door. Yes.
Question.
Yes.
Why do you remove the doors?
Why do you remove the doors on a Jeep?
Yeah. Why?
It's kind of like
it's like a beach thing.
Yeah.
People do it in Florida.
Isn't it
like
not safe?
It's like a convertible.
No, it's not safe. But people do it anyway.
Not, and you wear a seatbelt.
Right.
Did you see Jeeps all the time without the doors on?
Yeah, I know,
have.
but this is the first time I ever asked why. Is there a reason?
So Alex,
no, I never have owned a Jeep.
How about that's the fan topic this week? Why do you take the doors off your Jeep?
You don't need to make it a fan topic.
You don't need to.
But one other thing I thought was really cool that I don't think it's ever been done in a vehicle before is because they're supposed to be these all-terrain vehicles, people go mudding with them. There is a package with rubberized floors with a drain plug.
Oh.
So you get it all messy, and you can literally hose out the interior.
I do
all
like
of
that.
The dash and everything is sealed, like silicone sealed.
Yeah.
It still has the touchscreen navigation. And
a lot of ideas went into this.
A lot of it had the engineering crap, or the crap engineered out of it.
There you go. You got it.
So I just think I don't think I would ever buy one because it's just not what I need in town.
Yeah.
But they're really cool looking vehicles, and just some of the stuff that is now being offered.
Alex and I unintentionally became a Chevy family.
Yeah.
Like that's all we're looking at for the rest of our lives, pretty much.
Yeah.
We're interested in the Chevy Malibu. We're interested in the Chevy Volt. We were looking at the
Cruise.
The Cruise. I mean, it's not necessarily saying that we're never going to touch a Ford or anything else, but
our first car that our first car that we ever test drove was the one that we owned.
Yeah.
We actually ended up going back to it after like another 3 that we drove, but the second one that we drove was a Dodge.
Yeah, the Dodge.
That was like way too like
That's
it was like the same price, but it was like a sports car.
Yeah.
And we're like, I don't know. It was hard to see out the back.
Right.
Yes.
What?
Y'all are closer than not to new cars.
Oh my gosh.
New vehicles.
Oh, you have no idea.
So we were in Michigan.
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about that.
We don't need to say much.
We went to Michigan.
Yeah, we went to Michigan on Saturday morning and back. We came back Saturday afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
Just to go lay on the beach and enjoy the sun. On the way
actually
back,
got in the water this time.
Yeah, we were in.
Was it cold?
No.
No.
Last time we went a month ago, it was an ice cube, and we got in this time, and there was even like huge waves and stuff. It was so cool, and we got in, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's gonna be cold. It's gonna be cold. And we got into. I mean, the thing I like about Lake Michigan, at least like where the beach that we go to, is it's you can go out.
It's shallow.
Like it's super shallow. It's super shallow for a long ways out until we didn't even get to. I think the water came up to like my chest. Is how deep I got in. Well, and then we had like the waves slapping us in the face and then in the butt. That was fun.
So back to my car.
Yeah.
On the way back,
You took the Buick?
yeah,
Yeah.
we started hearing a grinding noise every single time I turned. And we couldn't figure out why. We're like, okay, is it the brakes? We just got those replaced.
We just got the brakes replaced.
Is it my tire falling off? What is it? So we're driving, and all of a sudden, Alex, we get to one of our destinations, and Alex gets out, and she's like, all right, drive, and let's see what it is. And she was like listening, and as I was driving, she's like, oh, one of my mud flaps on the front is coming down, and it was grinding up against the tire. So we had to bring it up and like shove
I basically just shoved it underneath like the bumper.
Yeah.
Should just take it out.
I should have.
Well, I didn't have any tools with me, or else I would.
And our hands were just like all
just
messy.
covered in mud.
We were in a hurry to get back, and
Yeah.
it was on our way back. It was like we had to stop for like a good few minutes and get the thing figured out.
What time
But
did you get back?
we got back at like 6:30.
Something like that.
So I had
Yeah.
bet Patrick, just a friendly bet.
No, we didn't. We got back at 8:30.
It was before 8:30.
It was right around 8:30 because we stopped to grab
Oh, we
something
got-
to eat,
You know,
and
you're
then
right.
we came back
You're right.
here and we had to jump in the shower real quick and hurry up and get online.
Yeah, you're right.
I had made a friendly bet with Patrick because when you left my apartment, I'm like, what time are you going? I'm like, oh, we'll get up at 8. And you had a bad day at work.
Yeah, I did.
And I said to Patrick, because I know how you are, I'm like,
Mhm.
there's no way they're getting up on a Saturday
we did.
to go to the beach because of the day that she had. And I know she's
Mhm.
going to want to sleep till like noon.
Nope.
Oh, yeah.
So you surprised the
No,
crap out of me.
I surprised too. Josh, I woke up to Josh getting me up at 8:30, and he was like, "Want to go to the beach?" And
Well, he told me he didn't want to get up.
I did
oh,
not.
he didn't.
No.
But at the same time, we looked outside and we're like,
What are we
well,
gonna
what
do?
are we
Like,
gonna do today?
Well, I know what you would do.
sleep.
I'd just lay in bed and
Exactly.
probably sleep because that's what I like to do.
I missed out
And
on a stream. That's all.
yeah, so we just were like, we grabbed all of our shit and packed it up and went to the beach.
Yeah, and it took us like 2 hours to leave the city.
It
we
was-
didn't get out of here till 10:30.
Yeah, well, I mean, we had to stop and do this. We had to fill up the car. We had to get coffee. There were stupid drivers.
Yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Yeah. Stupid drivers.
You got to get out.
Yeah, we do.
I wanted to talk about one thing before we get off.
We're fine. We're fine.
All right, can you put up the picture of our bath towel rack?
Oh, where'd you put that?
I sent it to you.
Okay. Did you put it on anything else?
Mm,
Where'd you send it to me?
It's on my Twitter.
Go to your Twitter.
So anyways, and by the way, they never called to come over today. So
Assholes.
so anyway, so I forgot to talk about this last Monday. But people at work and the people I've talked to just can't get enough of it. So, Brett, did I tell you about our towel
I
room?
don't think so.
Oh God. Okay.
That.
Yeah.
Okay. So last Monday, so a week ago, before the podcast, I had our towel rack right outside of our shower had fallen off. Just the bar, not the actual what are these things on the side?
Brackets.
Not the thing that holds up the
So
bar.
she's talking about the sides. If you're on YouTube, you can see this right
Yes,
now.
so just
The
the
sides.
pole in the middle fell off, and we couldn't adjust it, like it wouldn't pop back on. So I called maintenance because it's an apartment, so they have to come over and fix it because I didn't want to risk.
I love that you said doohickey in your tweet.
Yes, I was like, this doohickey here. So anyways, and I would have fixed it myself. I had my dad kind of mess with it a little bit with the screws, but we couldn't get it back on. So I was like, all right, well, I'll call maintenance because I didn't want to get charged for damaging anything. So I called maintenance, and about 2:00, I get a knock on the door, and I give this guy a double take because I swear up and down he's no older than 18.
Yeah.
And I walk in, he walks in, he's like, hey, I'm here to fix your towel rack. And I was like, all right, not going to judge. Because I remember, Josh, when he was 18, he was working in you were doing wiring and stuff and working on top of silos.
I was not doing that. I was not.
You were handy.
Not
So I was like,
not that depth. but
okay,
Okay.
but either way, you were doing that kind of
I'll be
stuff.
honest.
So I was like, you know what? He probably knows what he's doing, or else they wouldn't send him over. So he comes in with a drill, by the way. So I sit down and I'm doing bills and just my Monday stuff, and then he comes out while I'm on the couch and he goes, "Do you have a?" And then starts YouTube can see what I'm doing, but I'm making like almost like a talking signal with my hand. He's like a pinching signal with my hand. I'm like, a what? And he holds up his drill, and I was like pliers? He's like, yeah. I was like,
You didn't know what
and I was like,
were?
yeah, why? He's like, well, I got my drill bit jammed.
Huh.
Because all I heard was a bunch of drilling. I'm like, okay. And because all I did was I just laid the pole down on the floor. I was like, that's what it is. That's what, go fix it, please. And so I gave him pliers, and he came back out and said, do you have something else? And I just gave him my toolbox. I was like, fine, just, don't break anything and put it back when you're done. And an hour and a half later, okay, I'm not joking. I can't make this up. An hour and a half later, he comes out, and every time I say this, I try not to smile because I try to be as serious as I can because I cannot make this shit up. This is what came out of this 18-year-old boy's mouth. He goes up to me on the couch and goes, so I fixed your towel rack, and he just kind of looks down and goes, I should have used a level, and says that. And I was like, he's like, because it might.
I'm gonna pull this back up.
He said because it might be a little crooked. And I was like,
A
crooked?
little?
And,
Okay.
and I was like, oh, a little crooked. So I'm like, is it fixed? Oh yeah, you can put your towels on and stuff. It's just, and I have to come back next Monday because I don't have any paint. I'm like,
So
oh, okay. So then he leaves, and I go in there and I go, what the fuck?
Alex,
What did you do to my wall?
Alex took the photo as straight. Here's the vent. That vent
Is
on our YouTube, it's straight.
You're gonna eyeball it better
That's
than
exactly what my boss says. He's like, a level. You should have used an eyeball.
that.
It is at like what degree would you?
That's
say
got to
that
be
is?
at least a 10.
More than 10.
Okay, so if 0 is flat,
15.
15 grade.
Yeah. So look at what Juice said down in the comments.
Did he forget his level? Question
Okay,
Yes, he
mark.
and then
did.
no,
He
go
did.
down,
Exactly
go down
what
the
he
comments.
said.
Am I safe to go down?
Yes,
He's definitely not on the same level as us, is what I said. And towel rack.
yes.
Wow.
So he's definitely not on the same level
Wow.
as us.
Yeah.
I told people that
Dad
at work,
jokes.
and I pulled up the picture to show them, and then their just like mouth dropped. So I ended up just like, I was like, well, I'll just wait until next Monday, which would be now, and to be like, hey, are you guys gonna do anything? He just said he forgot paint and he can't fix it until next week. I'm like, well, what do you mean
Next
fix
Monday?
it? This Monday.
And he
Like,
never
he
did.
Today.
could, yeah, meaning today. So,
Yeah, this happened last week.
so
Everyone's quoting, what? I could have done better. You should have just done it.
that's what I said. I was like, I could have YouTubed this shit.
Yeah.
So, but I cannot make this up. That is what he said. Is he looked down and said, and I should have used a level. It's a little crooked. So I went ahead and I emailed the like not the supervisor but like head of maintenance or the manager of the property. And I said, good evening. I had maintenance come over Monday to fix my towel rack in my bathroom. The pole had fallen off, blah, 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 blah. I thought I would show you what work was done. He did tell me after he was done that it was crooked and that he wasn't going to be able to paint it until this following Monday. I just want to make sure that when we move out that you know that this wasn't done by me, is what I said. And then I sent her the picture. The funny thing is, everyone's like, has she emailed? So finally, she emailed
When did she
me
message
back
you?
like 4 days later.
Yeah.
And she says, good morning, Alex. Thank you so much for sending me this picture. I will make sure to get someone out there as quickly as possible to get this fixed appropriately. And don't worry, you will not be charged for this. And I was like, that means someone fucked up. So I did have the right to use my judgmental skills on going, oh, why should I have let this 18-year-old in my house to fix my towel rack? That's something I could have done way better. He put a hole in my wall.
Yeah, there's a little Tim Taylor action going
Oh
on
my
there.
Yeah,
God, so
exactly.
bad. He needs his own TV show.
Oh my god.
All right, we got to get out of here. We can't say much else on this. We've been hitting time. We're over time here. So by the way, guys, if you are watching on YouTube, do be sure to hit that like button. If you are not subscribed to the podcast, please subscribe to us. We are trying to get our own podcast URL. We get to 100 subs.
Do it.
Have one.
Do it.
And hit that alarm for when we go live. If you actually, we kind of went out of order here, but we're just going to do this order here. If you want to follow us on any of our social media, we are on Facebook, which is facebook.com/PTOUnlimited. Instagram is PTOUnlimited_podcast. And we are on Twitter, which is @PTOUnlimited. On those apps, you'll see our weekly topic, which this week we are going to ask the audience, what is one subscription you can't live without or you
We'll never cancel.
will never cancel?
Yeah.
Yep. So make sure you guys answer that next week on our YouTube. Otherwise, we'll have the topic up on all of our social media. So follow us on there. And Alex, you want to go ahead and do your Twitch?
Yep. So I am a Twitch streamer. So I Twitch stream on Saturday, Sunday, Monday. It's twitch.tv/cute_kitty, KUTEKITTI. So yeah, Saturdays is just kind of a let's play. This past Saturday, like we talked about earlier, we played Gears 5 and Gears 3 and then a little GTA to top it off. It was a 6-hour stream. Tends to be my Saturday nights now. Jeez.
Get used to it, I guess.
Get used to it. And then Sunday we played a new game. Sunday's couples night. And Josh and I played
Lovers in a Dangerous Space Time.
Yes, Lovers
That's
in
a
a
weird
Dangerous
one.
Space
You
Time.
control a ship. You
It's
fly
like a
it.
bubble.
Yeah, it's a bubble. It's like a bubble, and there's guns on four sides, top, bottom, right, and left. You have a shield you have to control. You have to watch your ship's levels as far as like getting hurt. You have to watch its health. You have to collect hostages on these hostile
Little
worlds.
bunnies.
They're not all bunnies. We just had frogs.
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
Oh.
And then you can get upgrades and stuff.
It's
you
actually
are
very
running around in a
cool.
ship doing all this work.
Like, it's definitely
It's
not like...
better for more people, I think.
I don't think so. I
No?
think that if we were to add someone else, it'd be more chaotic.
Okay.
But I don't know. I thought it was more
It's
peaceful.
fine.
It does get a little
Tedious.
and like, oh my god, but it's definitely not as like up there as Overcooked or
It's permadeath.
Moving Out. Yeah, and it's permadeath, which is that's the only
You
irritating
have to start
thing.
the whole level all over.
Yes. But it's a cute little game, and I highly suggest it. And
It's fun.
it got like really good reviews, and I'm agreeing with them so far. So that's what I've been playing. That's what I started playing Sunday. So we'll probably play that next Sunday
Yeah.
and probably finish the game because there's only 4 levels.
Right.
And then
We think so, anyway.
today, like I was playing Half-Life, and I decided to take a break. So today, like I said before, I went back to Halo because my Xboxes weren't working. So I went back to Halo, played multiplayer, and it took like 2 hours for me to start actually getting good again. So I haven't touched Halo multiplayer in probably 6 months
Yeah.
at least.
And you were having.
I was very rusty. Let's say that I was not the whole 20 to 30 kills a game, Alex. It's more like the first game I got a kill.
Are you
Right.
abandoning Half-Life?
I don't know. I
Are you
didn't
not
get sucked in
enjoying
it. I didn't get as sucked in as I'd like to. The other thing too is I really want to play it with a controller, and I wasn't sure how to set that up, so we have to figure out how to do that.
Mhm.
I'm ready. I mean, whenever you start the Gears, I'll watch that.
I do want to do Gears.
I think you'll play the Ultimate Edition. If you do the Gears, you'll have the
Oh.
up-res, like,
Yeah.
really good looking game.
Mhm.
And then you're going to step back on 2 and
Mhm.
3.
Great. Well, hey, I had to go through
Well,
Halo.
3, I think, good graphics for a 360. It was right at the end of the era, so
Mhm.
Yep.
it's perfect for it. As far as my Twitch stream goes, if you want to follow me, I do Twitch stream. It's twitch.tv/Mr. L, MISTERL. I stream Tuesday and Thursday evening and Saturday morning. Tuesday and Thursday I do Warzone, and actually I think I just did Warzone all week,
Mhm.
and then on Saturday I was gonna do Super Mario Maker, but I'm now gonna put in Paper Mario: The Origami King, which came out last Friday, and I'm gonna start that up. So a campaign on Saturday morning of Paper Mario, which I'm really excited to play. So I want to do it this Saturday, and I was like, oh, well, we're going to go to the beach, and I'll stream Sunday morning. It's like, no, I'll sleep in. We actually got some sleep on Sunday. As far as our Twitter goes, if you want to follow me on Twitter, it is @Lemke619.
Brett_wings.
I am cute_kitty.
On a final note, I actually don't have one.
You don't?
I do.
Okay.
I just posted a new YouTube video today.
You
Go
did.
check it out.
It's
on,
50 minutes long.
on my own. Yeah, so
Baby.
yes, 50 minutes long. It's a very important YouTube message. So
I'm sorry about the quality.
just check it out. And then as well, while you're at it, push the sub button.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, thank
You
you
are
guys.
climbing.
I have my own YouTube channel, like official YouTube channel now with my own URL. So it's youtube.com/cutekitty.
Yep.
So thank you guys for getting me over.
We're not bitter at all.
100 subs. Now get the podcast over 100 subs, please.
We're all sitting
So
here
we
like,
can have our
woe
own
is me.
URL.
It'd be youtube.com/PTOUnlimited is what we'll probably get.
Yes,
so.
but it's not there yet.
No.
But you can make it that way by clicking a little button.
Sub. All right, let's get out of here, guys. We'll catch you guys next week for episode 219. You guys have a lovely week.
Bye.
Bye guys.